This is Joe Wayne with InstinctForSurvival.com. And this is the Hildebeest. Yep, going down. Going down for the last time. You know, it is really, really nice to be proven right. You know, and it's such a quick turnaround. It seems like it was just but one day ago that I published the video that outed Huma Abedin and her indictment. Yeah, her indictment. So she would spill the beans on her lesbian lover, Hillary Clinton. That's right, Hillary Clinton, straight from hell. Well, this turd in the punch bowl of life, this evil turd being, well, looks like she's finally being held to account. So I told you guys yesterday about the indictment of Hillary's lesbian lover, Huma Muslim Brotherhood Abedin, and it seems like I was on the right track. Lead story, March 27, 2016. Yep, that was Sunday night. Published my video Sunday morning, the Huma Abedin video. Last night before I went to bed, I noticed the headline story on thedrudgereport.com. FBI to interview Clinton. Now, if you guys have, and I'm not going to read this entire article, I will post the screen caps, and I will post the links as I do always, so you guys can read it for yourself. But I will tell you that yes, Joseph E. DeGeneva and Victoria Townsend, Washington insiders from the days of Reagan, and even before. These guys know what they're talking about, or these peeps know what they're talking about. I did give you the bios of both Joseph E. DeGeneva and Victoria Townsend. So now we have independent verification that yes, indeed, Hillary Clinton, the evil turd that was raised to be a pox on humanity, a scourge throughout the land, with her pedophile predator husband, Slick Willie Clinton. Well, looks like now they're being held to account. And wait for it, folks. And this is exactly the reason why Bernie has been winning. That's right. Of course, Hillary won 6 coin tosses in a row to win the first 6 primaries, which is a physical impossibility. Didn't pass the smell test. Didn't pass the BS test. But they kept on with their arrogant derision of we the people. Well, looks like it's all blown up in their face yet again. Looks like Hillary, and wait for it, folks, because as I have been telling you since 2015, well, actually, I will post the video in the cards section. I do believe I've been telling you that Hillary Clinton is not going to survive the 2016 election since 2013. Could have been early 2014. I will post the video in the cards section so you guys can take a gander at it. Just take a look at the prophetic video, in my opinion. Now, part of this prophecy that I made in 2013 is that Hillary Clinton would never, ever make it to the White House. Now, I believe I said, don't quote me on this, but I believe I said as well, she would not be the Democratic nominee. We all know that Donald J. Trump, and if you don't know, let me go ahead and inform you, will be the next president. He has been selected by his puppets because he is the puppeteer, one of the puppeteers, one of the corporate fascist puppeteers of the puppet politicians, right? So the mega politician, the puppeteer of the politicians, has been selected. And of course they have to do this, folks. They know the world is awake. They know that we are in a state of revolution. That's right. Take a look around. We, the people, are revolting. So what do? Well, number one, if you know the definition of the Hegelian dialectic, problem, action, solution, well, they create a problem. Then they take an action to make the public scream for their solution. That's right. And 88% of the public is still screaming away. They're screaming for Donald J. Trump in the face of all of his fascist authoritarian comments on eminent domain, on torture, on all things establishment. And I've went round and round and round with family members. I've argued. Well, actually, I let them argue because I do not get emotional anymore. I'm not sure if you guys watch House of Cards. The Netflix superstar Kevin Spacey and Robin Wright, used to be Penn. I guess it's just Robin Wright at this point, which she should be called Robin Wrong, in my opinion, because she portrays and Kevin Spacey portray everything that is wrong with politics and politicians and the Zionists that run those politicians, the Zionists, like the ones at AIPAC, the American Israeli Public Affairs Committee. They run us. They control us. They run the media. So basically, the Zionists that run the media, they will tell you, just like in House of Cards, if you're addicted to that show, if you like to marathon watch as I do each series, each season. Kevin Spacey, I believe it was in the 3rd chapter of season 4 that he made the comment, well, we used to be a circus, that being the political game. Now it's an all-out show. And that's right, folks. And they have presented us with the master showman, Donald J. Trump, the wrangler of all of the lemmings that believe what he is selling, and that being the establishment. Donald J. Trump is wholly owned by the establishment, just as every politician, unfortunately, in our corrupted political system seems to be. Every one of them. They know that the public is wide awake and pissed off. Well, they know the public, 12% of us, are completely wide-eyed awake, like we have got a shot of adrenaline straight to the heart. But unfortunately, 88% of us are just now wiping the sleep out of their eyes and just now realizing the very outlying issues that confront America and the world pertaining to our political puppets and our mainstream media puppets who are controlled by and paid by the Zionist Khazars. That's right. And if you don't know what the Khazarians are, well, they're the 95, 96, 97, 98%, depending on who you ask or which college has done the genetic study. But they are at least 95% genetically Khazars. They being the so-called Jews who have been calling themselves Jews since 740 AD, since the Khazars came down to the Middle East from the Caucasus Mountains and usurped the Jewish identity and the Jewish religion. They are the ones that created the state of Israel at the behest of the Rothschild banking cartel. That's right, the Rothschild banking cartel, who, in my opinion, are the accountants for the Vatican. The Vatican being the Roman Catholic Church that used to be branded and named the Roman Empire, who did not go anywhere. They just simply renamed and rebranded and continued their stranglehold on the world, this time working from the shadows to some extent. At any rate, I will go ahead and step down off my digital soapbox and just, say hip, hip, hooray. Down with Hillary. Now all we have to do, in my opinion, is to ignore the United States corporation, which has been incorporated since 1871. That's the only way. You cannot give your spiritual tacit approval to this corrupted, evil Zionist system by voting in rigged elections anymore. The only way we are going to take back our national sovereignty is by completely ignoring the show, the big show, and ignoring the puppets that the Zionists keep putting forward. Yep, because that's what the elections are in the United States and around the world. They are nothing more but fascist beauty contest with fascist beauty contestants, and they're basically seeing which one of their thugs the public can stomach the most. Again, this is Joe Wayne with InstinctForSurvival.com. Good day. And it's such a quick turnaround. It seems like it was just but one day ago that I published the video that outed Huma Abedin and her indictment. Yeah, her indictment. So she would spill the beans on her lesbian lover, Hillary Clinton. That's right, Hillary Clinton, straight from hell. Well, this turd in the punch bowl of life, this evil turd being, well, looks like she's finally being held to account. So I told you guys yesterday, this is Joe Wayne with InstinctForSurvival.com. And this is the Hildebeest. Yep, going down. Going down for the last time. It is really, really nice to be proven right.